So you've decided that you're gonna get into some real estate investing, right? If it's rentals, flips, whatever it may be. So you may be wondering, where do you find the deals, right? So um, there's a whole bunch of different ways, but here's like my top three. Um, Investor Facebook pages, wholesalers, which you meet in the Facebook pages, meetups, again, where you meet wholesalers, MLS, Craigslist, and Facebook, like Marketplace. Um, so, investor Facebook pages here in Michigan, we have a whole bunch of them. The top three that I can think of that have a lot of activity: Michigan Real Estate Investor Group, Michigan Real Estate Investor Network, and Multifamily and More. And those groups also have meetups, right? But you can just join those groups, and there's always wholesalers or people bringing in deals in there, right? And then what I like to do is every single time, even if the deal maybe doesn't fit what I'm looking for, like numbers wise or area wise or whatever, I always send that, person a message like, hey man, I see you got this deal here. I'm kind of looking for this in this area. If you ever come across something, let me know, or add me to your buyers list, right? You want to get on everyone's buyers list, and that's a good way to see kind of who's active, who's getting a lot of deals, and stuff like that. Number two, by going to meetups, right? Every single meetup that you go to that's a real estate investor meetup, most of them have like a haves and wants section where everyone can like get the mic and say, hey, my name's Tio. I have this house for $50K in this area. It's worth 120. It needs whatever amount of work into it. So go to all the meetups. That's where you meet all the wholesalers, you meet all the investors, make all the connections, right? Wholesalers, for me personally, like that's not one of them, but I'll get letters of people trying to buy like my rentals, right? And it's just marketing. That's what wholesalers do. They're marketers. They're professional marketers. They find a deal, get a deal under contract, and then they present it to investors, right? So I get these letters all the time. I respond to them like, hey, I got your letter, interested in my property, but I'm actually looking to buy more. I'm not interested in selling. Let me, do you have any deals or whatever else, right? So that's another great way to do it, but you already know that if you're doing it. But so the MLS, multiple listing service, I'm an agent, so I have access to it. That's really the only reason I have my real estate license, is to have alerts set. So when something hits the market in the area I'm interested in, I get an email right away. If it's something that I want, I can throw in an offer without even going and look at it, right? Craigslist, same thing. Always check Craigslist. There's always deals up there. Facebook Marketplace, you can sometimes look at, just look for deals on there, right? Or you can find people that are looking to rent their properties and be like, hey, I see you got your place for rent. Would you consider selling it? So maybe even that would work, right? So those are kind of like I said three, but that's probably like 5 or 6. Honestly, the best way that I found is just having good having good relationships with people. All the deals I've got or been a part of have come from, meeting someone at a meetup and then just having a good relationship with them, and they know what I like to buy in what areas. So whenever they stumble across something, they'll bring it to me. Same thing with me, right? If I get a place that's in, I don't know, somewhere that I don't invest in, and I know, my buddy, whatever, Steve, likes to invest over there, I'll throw a deal to him. So that's kind of how it works, but you got to build those relationships. But those are some great places to do that, right? Facebook groups, meetups, and get to know all the wholesalers, and then get MLS access. You don't need to be a real estate agent for that. You can just find a real estate agent and tell them what you want, and they can set up alerts for you. Craigslist, Facebook, Zillow, all that stuff is free, right? So those are just some of the ways that I've used to find deals. And if you have any questions, let me know. Hope you have a great night.